How's it going, everybody? Today I'm bringing you a review for the mastergradefazzverka from Gundam Sentinel, and it is one of my favorite kits of 2020. It's amazing, but with that being said, let's just jump right into this. So jumping right in, this kit is from 2020. It is a very amazing kit. It has a lot of detail. Some of the pieces are a little flimsy, but that can be expected with Verka kits. I think my overall gripe with this kit is weight distribution as far as the arms go. I had to switch this gun right here to the other arm because if you put it on the other side where it's supposed to be on the box, this thing's going to tip over real quick. Now, before I get real into articulation and everything, I just wanted to say that this is one of my favorite gunpla kits of 2020 and pretty much overall in the whole series, pretty much of Verka line. With that being said, I guess we'll just hop right into articulation and everything. Won't waste too much time on this intro. Now, before we get into the hardcore articulation, I just wanted to say that having all these armor pieces on it, which I would technically call accessories at this point since this is a variation of the ZZ Gundam, it limits its articulation to being more or less a statue if you don't have a stand of some sort. To give it a real fair shot at articulation, I'll be taking the armor pieces off to really show what it has. If I leave the armor pieces on, you have a very ranged articulation. You can't really do a whole lot with it. Being is that a lot of the armor pieces really block each other when you're going to bend the legs or the arms. Moving the arms up with the armor pieces on is kind of a pain. Sometimes they come out. But this is a Verka kit, so you do have to forgive it for being as beautiful as it is. So I guess doing that, I'll just go ahead and take off the armor pieces and we'll go ahead and give it a look of what it looks like without that and what the articulation is like as well. Now here we have FAZZ with all of his armor pieces off. It is slightly less impressive like this, but it does serve its purpose. Now I didn't panel on anything on the inside because you don't really see it, and it more or less just sits on the shelf for me until I can have a time to actually detail it the way I need to. With that being said, we should just jump right into articulation. So starting off articulation, this kit does have a decent amount when the armor pieces are off. This kit can look left that much, or right that much, I'm sorry, and left this much. You can't get that full spin because it does have an armor plate in the back sticking up. Looking up and down is almost non-existent. It can look down a decent bit, but looking up, that's as far as it looks up. So that's kind of garbage in my perspective, but it is a walking tank, so you do have to keep that in mind. Moving on, I guess we'll go right into the arms. And for the arms, you do get a nice 360-degree spin. Like most of these kits, you have that. This kit does have an out and in. Now, if you do that, you notice this armor piece moved up, so all you have to do is scoot that down little by little. Now, the hands are a piece of crap on this kit. I cannot stress that enough. They do not feel like they're master grade quality hands. They feel more like high grade, but I can't complain too much because this kit is overall pretty good. Now, moving on, you do also have that great bend at the elbow that you lose when you have the armor pieces are on. You have no torso movement at all, really, because it's so bulky. Moving on to the waist area and legs, you can get a pretty decent spread, but like I said, because of the armor pieces, you do end up losing a lot of functionality. That is another issue. If you go to pose this kit, pieces will fall off. It is almost inevitable. So like I said, now moving on to the legs, scoot this back out. You do get a decent spread. You do get a forward movement, and that's pretty good considering this kit is just a walking tank. You do get very little, and I mean very little back movement. You do get a decent amount of knee wiggle. That's as far as it goes with the armor pieces off. When the armor pieces are on, your movement is very limited. I would say maybe to about right there. That's about how much bend you're going to get out of it when the armor pieces are on. I guess I'll go ahead with the feet. The feet do have a decent amount of movement. I mean, you can go up that far and down that far, and it does have this nice stability control on the back of it that you can flip out if you need to, which you will absolutely need to because this kit has some of the worst weight distribution if you set it up the way it is intended. I think I went over this in articulation. I don't think I need to reiterate it, but when you have all the pieces on and you cannot hold both guns on the same side of the kit, it's almost impossible to have it standing upright. I've seen it done, but I don't feel like actually taking the time and posing it every day, trying to make sure it's going to stand up. But that being said, we'll just move right on into the accessories. Now, moving on to accessories, this kit doesn't have very much, but it does have a double beam cannon. This thing is pretty detailed. I would recommend painting it for, full effectiveness. I would watch out for a lot of the nubs on this one. This one has very, very hard to get off nubs. I don't know if you can see that, but I've kind of wrecked some of the pieces. I'll have to do repair work later. You also get the Hyper Mega Cannon attached to the backpack. This is one half of the backpack right here. It does attach to the back via this pin in the middle right here. You do get some articulation out of this. These do rotate and they do move in and out, these cells right here on the end. You also get a little bit of wing right here, movement out and in on both sides of the backpack. I only have this thing panel lined in the water slides on it because I wanted to show off how beautiful this kit actually is just right out of the box. There's a lot of work you can do to this kit. A lot of deep lines, a lot of pieces, great color separation altogether. Go ahead and show off the other side of the backpack. It's pretty much the same articulation and everything, except for I didn't show off this. It does have rocket pods back in the back. Don't know if you can see those so well. Let me rotate this out of the way. Yes, so it does have that. There's a lot of gimmicks on this kit, so it's not short on anything. It's definitely worth the money it is. Also comes with a ammo belt as well. This thing's a little tricky to mess with. Most little pieces like this are when it comes to these kits. Now, it would not be a Verka kit if you didn't get the largest thing of water slides that you'll ever see in your life. I'm not even going to attempt to put all these on. I don't have the patience or the time. That's pretty much all the accessories you get besides from the armor pieces, but I consider them accessories and I don't because it's necessary to have on the kit for it to really have its full effect. Just to add this to the end of the articulation video, this is all the accessories for the armor pieces and armor plates that go on the kit. It is a very good amount. There's also one more gimmick I wanted to show off in the chest piece that was easier to pull off and do. You do get a little outward movement right here to show off or to get it out easier, and it also has missile bays, right here in the chest. Now this kit is very detailed and it will give you a lot of room for painting and just whatever you want to do to it. With that being said, I guess we'll go into the final portion of this video. So ending off this video, I want to give this kit a 9 out of 10, probably a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Almost perfect. Had to take some points off for articulation. But when everything is said and done, this kit is awesome. I would definitely say go out and purchase this kit if you haven't already. A lot of good detail, a lot of good panel lines, everything like that. Lots of room for customization to a heavy degree. Honestly, I have nothing but good things to say about this kit aside from articulation. Like most of our Verka kits, these pieces are a little flimsy sometimes, so you have to be careful. Other than that, that's all I can really say about it. If you like this video and want to see more, please check out my page on Instagram at @gunpla or on YouTube as well. I do videos there as well. Thank you for watching and everything. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Stay tuned.